Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the Colorado Avalanche versus the Nashville Predators. This is McKinnon's 900th career game and Olofsson's 400th career game. Brindley was activated from injury reserve. We saw him take warm-ups, but he does not play tonight. Nietzsche is held from morning skate for illness, but he does play tonight. Starting in net for Colorado is Scott Wedgwood, and in net for the Predators is Saros. About a minute into the game, Nelson toe drags Yossi and tucks one 5-hole on Saros. This gave the Avs an early 1-0 lead, and that was a great play by Brock Nelson. Right after that, Kiviranta gets called for tripping. On that penalty kill, Nelson gets another chance, but he can't bury it. Right after that, Marchessault gets a break the other way. Wedgwood stops the first shot, but he can't locate the rebound until Marchessault puts it by him. Not even a minute and a half later, both Taves and Makar are caught down low in a board battle. The puck pops out, and Schaefer makes a power move to cut to the front of the net and tucks it by Wedgwood. So now we went from the Avs having the early lead to the Predators now having an early lead, because we're just barely 5.5 minutes into this game. About halfway through the first period, McKinnon picks O'Reilly's pocket as he's exiting the zone. McKinnon then gives the puck over to Nietzsche and he fires a quick shot. The rebound laid out in front and a spinning Lehkonen batted it home. About a minute later, Makar swipes at a puck, but he misses and trips Bunting. Straight out of the box, Makar comes flying into the zone on a 1-on-2 and fires a shot on net, but Saros would end up making the save. After a pretty even first period, we finish it tied at 2. A few minutes into the second period, there's a puck that lays behind Saros, but the Avs just can't get to it. Almost after 10 minutes of play, the Nashville Predators get their first shot of the second period. With about 5 minutes left in the second period, there's some back and forth play, but the sequence is eventually ended by a tripping call. That call would go against Stastny and give the Avs their first power play. With 4 seconds left in that power play, Haig cross-checks Nelson and gets another penalty. This gave the Avs a short amount of 5-on-3 play and almost 2 full minutes of another power play. On that power play, McKinnon has a nice give-and-go play with Landy, but he rings it off the post. With 22 seconds left in the second, Nashville takes a delay game penalty. To finish out the second period, the Avs tried to throw everything at Saros, but nothing got to him. So after a scoreless second, we're still tied at 2. The Avs have been given a gift here with 3 back-to-back-to-back power plays, but they can't capitalize on any of them. 9 minutes left in the third, and Haig cross-checks Makar after the whistle. Landy then gives it back to Haig, but Haig is too busy yapping at Makar's nameplate. With about 7 minutes left in the game, the Nashville Predators had an extended zone possession by the Avs continually turning the puck over. And eventually, there's a floater shot from the point that bounces off the ice and beats Wedgwood. With about 2 minutes left, the Avs pull their goalie. And then with a minute 40 left, Nashville probably did one of the smartest things by taking a penalty. This automatically makes the Avs less dangerous. But leave it to Cale Makar to prove me wrong, because with 8 seconds left, number 8 scores. That would be Cale's first power play goal since April 3rd, 2025. That is over 8 full months of no power play goal from Cale Makar. Granted, half of that is in the offseason. That's still 34 regular season games and 7 playoff games where Cale did not score a power play goal. Great time to break that streak and score one. Colorado has been the better team all night, but they don't have a great record with 3-on-3 overtime. And this was a fast overtime. I don't think there was one single whistle the whole time. There was a couple chances each way, but nothing goes and we head to a shootout, which we all know the Avs are even worse at a shootout. O'Reilly goes first and he picks top corner on Wedgwood. Nietzsche hits a rut and shoots it wide. Forsberg toe picks and then falls into Wedgwood. Remember that because we're going to talk about that in just a second. Nichushkin then gets stopped by Saros. Stamkos comes in on Wedgwood and shoots it wide. After Wedgwood faced Stamkos' shot is when the concussion spotters finally call down for Wedgwood. You think they would have called before the Stamkos shot, but you know. This then freezes Landy on the ice for about 2 minutes as he waits for Blackwood. Landy finally gets his chance to go, but he shoots it wide. That ends up finishing the game with the Nashville Predators winning. And honestly, this is not a bad road trip for Colorado. They went 2-1-1. Hopefully the Avs get some much needed rest, and maybe Gavin Brindley can come back next game. See you guys Thursday.